Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 5. Can you believe that we're almost at the end of this course? I don't know how these courses go by so fast. I hope that they go by as fast for you as they do for me. Or maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe you'd like it if they went by a little slower. But 6 weeks is a short period of time. How are you all doing? I know that your papers are going to be due in a couple weeks, and I want to make sure that you're understanding all the concepts. So don't hesitate to get in touch with me if you have any questions. What I want to do this week is I just want to highlight a couple of things. We're going to be looking at a couple of different types of therapies. Psychoanalytic, I'm going to slash that with psychodynamic family therapy, cognitive behavioral or CBT, and then social learning types of theories. And to just give you sort of an overall. So psychoanalytic theory was obviously developed by Freud, if you remember that back in your Psych 101 courses. Psychodynamic theories came out of that down the line. What that is looking at, the psychodynamic theories, are topics of the unconscious. Here we're going to see things like attachment theory, object relations theories. When we get clients into therapy and we start delving into the more insight-oriented therapies, we're looking at psychodynamic theories. I personally think it's hard to do that with a family, not impossible. A lot of times with couples, what I definitely do at the beginning of couples therapy is I have each of the clients kind of go back and look at their family history, and I look to see if there's any unresolved issues in terms of family types of things, and we can talk about that. Some clients are more sophisticated and want to do that work. Others don't. It can be great individual work for sure. Cognitive behavioral therapy is fantastic work, is a type of theoretical orientation to use with families. It goes hand in hand with a lot of the other systemic therapies like Bowenian therapy, structural therapy, strategic therapy. It gets people to begin to change behaviors. It's really good with kids and families because we can do things like talk about rules, change rules. We can set up systems where kids can be rewarded, kids can be part of the rulemaking. What CBT does is it helps identify what is some of the faulty thinking around some of the behaviors, and we work on challenging the faulty thinking and changing behaviors. Definitely really good in terms of family work. I'm a big advocate of CBT, and I use it a lot. Social learning theories, I think, is really important. If you remember Bandura was the one who actually talked about social learning theory. And in families, what we're talking about and what we're really looking at are all of the influences that we have in our environment and in society that are affecting the dynamics within a family. An example would be right now with this whole coronavirus, right? What socially is happening, and what are all the changes that are happening that are really affecting how families are living together? There's a lot going on around that. Teenagers and their friends, and when kids become adolescents and they move into different social groups and away from their parents, that definitely has a big impact. When parents get divorced and remarried and they have blended families, that's another type of social interaction. So that gives you a sense of some of the theories that we're going to be looking at this coming week. What I want you to do this week as you're doing your responses and you're writing your papers, be really aware that the references that you are using peer-reviewed articles. When you write your paper this week, it specifically says that in there. I know it's sometimes easier, and there's a tendency to just look up websites and find your research from there. That's okay to some degree. Maybe even in the discussions it's okay, but you guys are at a point where you need to be able to include those peer-reviewed scholarly articles. So just keep that in mind, and for your final paper for sure, that's what I'm going to be looking for. So I hope that you guys have a great week. What I'm going to ask that you do, if you have any questions about anything, post it in the discussions. I will answer any questions like I did last week by doing a video to clarify some concepts if that's helpful for you guys. Okay. Email me if you need anything. Have a great week, you guys. Take care.